show. Blessed love to you, Forrest, sir.
Happy belated birthday. What did you do for your birthday?
Well, I reflected and projected. Apart from any kind of a celebration, but the most important thing that I did, I reflected on my past, where I'm coming from, to where I am now, and projected to where I want to be. And so it was very fulfilling birthday for me.
That sounds like something I should get into.
Indeed.
We have a mutual acquaintance, one Tim Armstrong from the band Rancid.
Oh, yeah, Tim, yeah, wonderful.
I think those guys can be super intimidating. Tattoos, mohawks, of course, the band Rancid. But I think underrated, probably the sweetest dudes I've ever met in my life. How did you end up working with Tim Armstrong from Rancid on an album?
Indeed, I agree with you that he is, and he's a very sensitive person too. The management team that I was working with at the time suggested it. And they said, why don't you make a song together? We went into the studio. We did one song. And for me and for them, it was great. We looked at each other and said, wow, it's great. And why don't we do something else? And it turned out to be the album. Because we didn't intend to do an album. It just from the good feeling, the good energy that we shared, the album came out like that. And yes, again, Tim Armstrong is a great guy.
We're talking to the legendary Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Jimmy Cliff. Brand new song just came out called Human Touch. He's got an awesome video out for it too. So when you wrote Human Touch, were you thinking about people in general, or was there one person in your life that you were kind of thinking about and missing?
Actually, it was people, but it wasn't people in general. It was my family. I had just finished a concert in Japan, Tokyo, and I was backstage and I saw a piano and I was missing my family. So I just went on the piano and started playing. It just flowed. The song just flowed out of me. And that's how the song came. I had no idea, like no one of us had any idea, that a COVID was going to become such a thing for us all on the planet, worse than World War I or World War II. So yes, when I recorded it and put it down, and I was getting ready with the rest of the song that was newly recorded, and I came up on this song, I said, wow, it's so appropriate for the time. The record company agreed to put it out as the first single.
Now, is that common for songs to come to you like that? Or do you ever sit in a studio and you're like, man, I don't have any inspiration. Let's try this. Let's try that.
Well, the inspiration for me comes from anything, just from like sometime walking by myself. Sometime I'm happy. I write a song I have in the latest album called Happy Day. Sometime I'm sad and I write a song from feeling sad. It's different emotions, mixed emotions. So no, the songs come in different kind of feeling when I'm feeling different places and different times, yes.
Now, let's go back to 1986. Of course, you've been in quite a few different movies, but I want to talk about the comedy Club Paradise and Robin Williams. Did he seem sad at all at the time? I always got the impression that maybe he'd been dealing with depression. I think he's talked about this. Did you have any insight to that, or is that something you think came on later in his life, or did you not really get to meet him that much?
No, we met a lot during the shooting of the movie, and he was as hilarious as people see him. I got no indication, and I think no one got any indication that he was sad. He was always working out, either running or swimming and all of that. So he kept the old set jumping, laughter, So he was a great guy. It was a great experience for me working with him and Peter O'Toole.
And congratulations on being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It seems like rock fans, like hard rock, classic rock fans, typically have a hard time with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when rappers and pop stars go in, but nobody ever complains about reggae. It seems like the rock and roll world, you could go on stage with everybody from Lynyrd Skynyrd to Black Sabbath, and I feel like the crowd would accept reggae no matter what. Does it feel like that?
Indeed. Reggae is that bridge between all music. Reggae is about love, even though it's protesting against injustice and things like that goes on in the world. And everyone does want justice for themselves. So reggae is a bridge for the music, whether you're a bluesman, whether you're a rock man, whether you are a Afrobeat man, whichever you are, reggae comes in between you all. It's the thread that goes in between all of the genres of music.
Now, let me ask you something about Jamaica. The only time I'd been there was I was like a high school senior, and our class went on a cruise ship, and we stopped there for a day. So this giant ship pulls up. You got all these 17, 18, 19-year-old teenagers pour out into this place, and then we're just trying to buy pot and drink beer because, in America, you can't drink till you're 21. What's the impression of a local in Jamaica? Is that just kind of like, hey, tourism's a part of the country, and we're glad to show it? Does that make sense? Like, I felt really bad. This doesn't feel like the right way to see Jamaica, and I don't know if this is the right thing for Jamaica, but they've got to make a ton of money off of tourism. It's got to keep that place alive, right?
Well, it's an industry, The tourism industry is an industry. But Jamaica has a lot more to offer, as you can see, with the music, with the culture of Rastafari. A lot of intellectual people have come out of it, but it does have a lot more to offer than tourism. In terms of natural resources, it has things like bauxite, and they don't do sugarcane anymore. But it has a lot more to offer than tourism. Do
people kind of accept it, though? Like, that's kind of the way some money comes in, or is it frowned upon, or just kind of a mixture of both?
A mixture of both. Like, people who are more like culturally orientated would be the ones who frown upon it the way it is, but the other side of the society welcome it that way. And people who are the less educated, to use that word, when I use that word educated, I interpret it as edited dictation. So the people who are not privileged to have the edited dictation do the best they can do to survive. So, yeah, that's how it went. That's how it is.
Young Bob Marley, was he nervous at all? I always got the impression